Hello and welcome. This was going to be Wednesday's video, but anyway, Trump is showing how full of bullshit he really is once again. Just out there in the open. We have a number of articles here. PBS. Trump confronts South African president in tense Oval Office meeting. I don't know what went on with that, so we'll close it. From BBC, Trump ambushes South African leader with claim of Afrikaners are being persecuted. And then from NPR, South Africa's president is praised for staying calm during Trump's Oval Office ambush. One of the funniest things in that is that he tells Trump, "I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you," which is showing how worldwide, how much everyone knows Trump and his administration are fucking corrupt. They know that, oh, Qatar gave him a plane, so he's buddy-buddy with them now. I guess all you have to do is, if you can afford giving him a $400 million plane, you're good. That South Africa's president uses it as a retort. Honestly, Trump is so corrupt. And part of the reason, there's this confrontation, Trump's constantly used this proclamation of white genocide in South Africa. Even white Afrikaner farmers reject that. Days before South Africa's president meets with Trump at the White House, Afrikaner farmers, at the center of an extraordinary new U.S. refugee policy, roamed a memorial to farm attacks in their country's agricultural heartland, some touching the names of the dead, both black and white. Here in Bothaville, where thousands of farmers gathered for a lively agricultural fair and everything from grains to guns on display. Then some conservative white Afrikaner groups denied, even some conservative white Afrikaner groups denied the Trump administration's genocide and land seizure claims. That led to cut all financial aid to South Africa. So yeah, even the conservative white South Africans who own farms there are like, no, there is no white genocide. But yet Trump's trying to proclaim there was and offering them a status as a refugee. Many of whom Latin Americans were here as refugees, yet he sent them away. I wonder what the difference could be. Could it be racism? The difference being that those Latin Americans were brown-skinned and these are white farmers. So he wants to look like, no, he's not, against refugees. He is. Especially those of color. because he's backed a bullshit claim and allowed in people that are not even suffering, that are not struggling. He is so fucking full of shit and corrupt as fuck. I still don't understand how people can back this man and be like, yeah, hey, Gry. How fucking stupid or evil do you have to fucking be to continue to back and support Trump? And we've got farmers here in America struggling with their small farms to keep it up. They have been struggling for a long time. And what does Trump do? Let's bring in farmers from South Africa because their lands have been stolen. There are people here in the U.S. who need help with their fucking farms. Honestly. Why? Who's so goddamn fucking stupid or fucking evil that they back this kind of fucking behavior, fucking belief? It's baffling. Why? Someone please tell me. And then we have from the BBC here a fact check of Trump's Oval Office confrontation with Ramaphosa. Yeah. Did rows of crosses mark graves of white farmers? The footage played by Trump from the Oval Office showed rows of white crosses stretching off in the distance of a burial map. Trump claimed, these are burial sites right here. Burial sites, over 1,000 of white farmers. The crosses do not mark graves. The video is from a protest against the murder of one white farming couple, Glenn and Vita Rafferty, who were ambushed and shot dead on their premises in 2020. The clip was shared on YouTube on the 6th of September, the day after the protest. But again, he uses bullshit. It's not a burial site, but it was a memorial. They were a temporary memorial to the couple. They have since been taken down. Has there been a genocide of white farmers? Trump says, a lot of people are very concerned. With regard to South Africa, we have many people that feel they're being persecuted and they are coming to the U.S. So we take from many locations if we feel there's persecution or genocide going on. He has previously made claims of white genocide several times before and appeared to be referring to that. Press briefings earlier this month, he said, it's a genocide that's taking place, referring to the killing of white farmers in South Africa. The country has had one of the highest murder rates in the world. of around 26,232 murders last year, according to South African Police Service. Of these, 44 were killings of people within the farming community, and of those, 8 were of farmers. These figures are not broken down by race in any public stat release that we've been able to locate, but they clearly don't provide evidence for the claims of white genocide made by Trump. In February, a South African judge dismissed the idea of genocide as clearly imagined and not real. The Transvaal Agricultural Union, which represents farmers, compiles figures which offer an insight into the racial identity of the victims and relies on media reports, social media posts, and reports from their members. Their figures for the last year show there were 23 white people killed in farm attacks and 9 black people. So far this year, TAU has recorded 3 white people and 4 black people killed on South African farms. Funny how that don't sound like a goddamn white genocide. Did South African officials call for violence against white farmers? Trump plays footage in which the participants sang "Kill the Boer," an anti-apartheid song that critics say calls for violence against white farmers. South African courts have categorized the song as hate speech, but recent judgments have ruled that it can be legally sung at rallies, as judges say it makes a political point and does not directly invoke violence. Trump, on the other hand, is saying those leading the singing were officials and people that were in office. One of the men leading the rally was Julius Malema, who previously led the ruling ANC's youth wing. In 2012, he left the party and has never been in an official government position. He now leads a party called the Economic Freedom Fighters, which won 9.5% of last year's election, entering opposition against the new multi-party coalition. Responding to Trump's accusations, Ramaphosa emphasized that the EFF is a small minority party and that our government policy is completely against what he was saying. Another man in the video could be heard singing the lyric "Shoot the Boer" at a different rally is former President Jacob Zuma, who left office in 2018. The video is from 2012 when he was president. The ANC promised to stop singing the song shortly afterwards. Zuma subsequently left the ANC and now leads an opposition Umkhonto weSizwe party, which won more than 14% in last year's election. What documents did Trump present as evidence? He held up a series of articles that he claimed showed evidence. There was an image clearly visible as Trump spoke and said, "Look, here's burial sites all over the place. These are all white farmers that are being buried." But the image isn't from South Africa. It's actually from a report about women being killed in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The French news agency AFP initially pointed out the image, and BBC Verify ran a search and confirmed it as being a Reuters news agency clip filmed in the Democratic Republic of Congo city of Goma in February. So yeah, lies, lies, lies. lies. Trump is full of fucking bullshit, and still people back him like he's this honest to goodness great truth teller. But all he does is fucking lie. I don't know what else really to tell people. The evidence is right there in your fucking face, but you won't accept it. It's getting louder and louder, but still they won't accept it. Anyway, just proof. Further proof. Trump lies. He's a racist ass. Piece of shit. Corrupt garbage. The worst man to have ever been president. And his second term's not even over yet. Without a doubt, the worst president in American history. And like I said, second term's not even over. We're fucked as a nation because of this dumbass cocksucker. Tariffs have his stupidity with that tariff war, economic trade war bullshit that he thought would do great, bring us in money, has more or less fucked us over economically. Thanks a lot, dumbass. Anyway, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.